BioWare's classic action RPG, Neverwinter Nights, is receiving an enhanced edition. It's going to have a bunch of new graphics options, and apparently we know that it's going to be releasing on March 27th. So there you go. If it's past March 27th, go ahead and pick it up if you want it. But they're also saying that they're going to be updating it in the future, which I think is a really cool idea, and it's kind of a chance for me to go and play it. Michael here with another topic video. So I've never actually played Neverwinter Nights. Well, I've seen it. I shouldn't say I've never played it, as I have played it on a PC before. However, I never actually owned it and played it in an extended period of time. And it is one of those action RPGs that people are like, hey, go back. This is a classic RPG that everyone should end up playing. And this is one of the reasons why it's getting, enhanced edition. It's made by so-called Beamdog. I'm looking over at my notes because I don't actually know much about these guys. I apologize. And I'm just walking into a wall while I'm doing that. So Beamdog, which is supposedly made up of developers from BioWare, like in the past and such, are apparently going to be doing the remaster, which they've done a few of them, and I've actually heard about them doing a decent job with it. There's been some technical hiccups here and there. But supposedly they've been doing some live streams, and apparently on this last live stream, they've actually gone through and said, hey, we're going to release it on Steam on March 27th, although it has been available for early access. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go in the game in the background. I probably should have figured that out beforehand, so I'm just going to be running around in circles for a while. I apologize for that. And they've been doing some good job. According to this article that I'm looking at on PC Gamer, they did Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale, and Planetscape Torment, all games that I haven't played except for Baldur's Gate. And so they've been doing a decent job with this. And can I skip cutscenes? I cannot. Okay, well, this is going to be fun. I apologize for the footage in the background. Now, the interesting part about this is they say they're going to be making it so there's more content for this game, and on top of already having it, an enhanced edition, if you've played the old version, saves will carry over, as well as mods and modules. Now, if you don't know what modules are, they were basically small expansion sort of things, and so the game is going to come with the expansions and stuff, as, you would expect from an enhanced edition. So the enhanced edition will have all the old sort of DLC sort of stuff, or rather expansion packs, because they weren't really DLC back in the day, and they're going to have all the old story modules. I was told to go somewhere, and I have no idea where. West District Cafe. Cool, I know where I'm going. And this also means they're going to be adding additional content in the form of these modules. These modules are like small little quests and story stuff that you're supposed to get into. Once again, I haven't played it, so I can't actually talk too much in depth about it. But I think this is a really, really cool idea, because Neverwinter Nights is a game that I would actually like to go and try. However, getting the old versions to work on any of these older PC games, such as the game in the background, Phantasy Star Universe, is kind of a pain in the butt. And I actually had to go through and use some hacks to actually get the resolution proper. And so having Neverwinter Nights going back and actually having up to 4K support and a bunch of new little tweaks and graphical options is actually going to be fairly nice. And being able to run it, on default hardware, and just have it so you don't have to worry about all these weird technical hiccups, weird zoom-ins, and things like that. Like, game in the background, for example, you'll notice there's a ton of aliasing, and that's because anti-aliasing is actually broken on this game because it has a bunch of different problems. And so, again, it's just having a newer edition actually makes it a lot easier for people to go back to it. That said, is it really required or necessary to have a new edition to actually have people go back to it? No, but is more interesting is the fact that they're going to continue updating it. By doing this, they're kind of saying, hey, this was a great game that people liked, and we can get not only new people into it and make it so that it runs on modern hardware and make it so that people are like, hey, I remember this game, I want to go back and play it, so they can play this enhanced edition that has better graphics and more options and just runs on their PC, but they can also experience new adventures, and people that haven't just get more content, because this is one of those games that has been updated several times, and they have several different... I'm just going to skip cutscenes. Oh my god, I thought I was on a mission on this game, and apparently not. So the last time I played this game, I did a mission, and now it's telling me to go and do all the story stuff, so I apologize for that. But yeah, it's really interesting to go back and look at that, because now when people go back and play it, they get the best experience available, which is pretty awesome. Because I've had some people go back to older games, and they're just like, I can't get it to run, or maybe the graphics suck, or just a lot of things ends up holding them back. And, as a true gamer that likes to go back and play a lot of classic titles, I'm not really going to kind of stick out about graphics and stuff. However, things like resolution or control inputs, those sorts of things are very important for this stuff. And so when you go into it, it's like, oh, hey, I want to make sure that this game actually runs proper, and I want to use my controller or something along those lines. And then, yeah, now it's telling me how to add party members. I'm very early on in this game. I am trying to skip for it, and I apologize. I think I was supposed to talk to them and get their partner cards. No? Okay, they told me to do something, and I don't remember. Where do you think you're going? Oh my god. Why is this doing this? I can't form a party. What did they tell me to do? I am so confused. Oh, I'm supposed to learn abilities and then apply them. Okay. This is a terrible game to play in the background at the moment, because it's been years since I've been actually playing this, and so now I'm sitting here I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I did it. Are we good? Okay, please tell me we're good. This is another thing with those. Okay. Yep. Wait, did I do the other thing? Now can I leave? What? Oh my god, tell me what I'm supposed to do. Add to party. Okay. I should read sometimes. But again, like, there's a lot of little things, like, for example, like this tutorial thing and just having it... Wait, I'm supposed to remove her from party. Oops. God damn it. Do I talk to her? Yes, there we go. There we go. Why are you teaching me this way? You get partner cards, and then you use the partner cards to invite people. You don't use the talk up to people. That's not how this game works. I know how this game works. I played this game forevers. Whatever. But, you know, as a perfect example in the background, there is tons of tweaks that you can end up doing to older games. And so if they go through and like make a bunch of balance tweaks, make a lot of mechanical tweaks, and make it so that, like, let's say the tutorial is skippable or something along those lines, that would be freaking nice, and that would actually help out the game a ton, because there's a lot of older games that still hold up fairly well, but there's just these little tiny problems or little tiny archaic mechanics, or games like, let's say, for example, there's an old RPG that you can't rebind the controls for example, and it's like, oh, it has some weird controls to where you got to use K to jump or some bull, and it's like, okay, we're not a kangaroo, we need to actually have a proper key. Maybe I want space key, which has been, you know, considered modern to these days, and maybe I want to use the mouse for the camera, which always wasn't standard. For example, a lot of older games that I used to play would actually use WAS and D for the camera, and then the arrow keys to move. That makes no sense in a modern sense, but these older games didn't always have it. Am I supposed to add her to my party now? Okay. Wait, whoops. I accidentally clicked no. No! Damn it! Yes, add you to party. And so having those sort of advanced features added into these older games, it could actually make it a lot more appealing. And I'm supposed to go somewhere, and I didn't read it because I'm an idiot. I really shouldn't have done this game in the background. I apologize so hardcore for this. So that would actually be really cool, and being able to actually have more players in it as well would actually be really interesting, because it's something that can revitalize an older game. There's a lot of older games that, you know, you see and then they just kind of like die out and fade out. There's a lot of older games out there worth playing that we just don't hear all that much about. And Neverwinter Nights isn't one of those. However, if Neverwinter Nights does well with this sort of scene, and a lot of other companies start to follow this, not with just, you know, making enhanced editions, which is already hella popular at the moment, but if we end up going through and having a bunch of companies going through not only updating their old games, but actually adding new content and adding expansions, that would be absolutely fantastic. And we'd actually... I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I am so screwed. And it would actually be really cool, because you could end up going through, like, let's say there's the older gamers that, you know, they played these games back in the day, and they're like, hey, I want to go back to this game, but of course, it's super old, it's super hard to run, and all these other types of issues. But then you could end up having in a new system. Maybe it's a multiplayer game, for example. I would love to see a lot of older multiplayer games go through. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go in this game, so I am making it look absolutely terrible. But this is a game that I would love to see remastered and redone and actually re-released in a proper form to where it's playable in single player, because this used to be an MMO and it's just no longer available. But re-releasing that MMO, maybe on a weird sort of system, would actually be fairly interesting, because there are people, while it's not going to be massively successful, there are people that want to go back and play it. Stuff like the old Battlefields, for example, or, you know, people talk about Battlefront 2. Am I supposed to add you to the party? Whoops. Okay, well, I'm going to try and add you. Oh my god, I do not care about your life story. I just want to add you to my party. No, I clicked the wrong button again. Oh my god. Okay, he's in the party now. Am I done? Okay, let's go to the flyer base. Now I need to go to the flyer base. Figured it out. And so yeah, for me, that's just a cool idea, and that's really all I have to say about it. I've never played Neverwinter Nights, so I might actually go ahead and pick this up, because it seems like something that might be interesting. I won't be able to talk about it critically or anything along those lines, because I never played the original, so I couldn't be like, oh, this is that, but I could talk about how it's held up or hasn't held up, which I assume the game is held up okay if they're remastering it and everything, and people supposedly still play it today, and so it's probably all right. I don't actually know. If anybody's ever played the original, let me know if it actually holds up well. I know that old games like that sell on GOG all the time, which used to be Good Old Games. I don't know what the hell they're calling it now. Probably Galaxy of Games, because they have the Galaxy client nowadays. But yeah, there's a lot of old games that I would love to see enhanced. And I think that that's a really, really cool idea that they're actually allowed to do this. And they've actually been doing this with a lot of PlayStation classics as well, such as the Crash Bandicoot. The Crash Bandicoot remakes are actually getting ported over to PC eventually as well. So we're going to be seeing those quite a whiles away, actually. I think it's like 6 months from now or something along those lines. I forgot when it is. I think it's like April or something. So it's quite a whiles away, but oh my god, another cutscene. I'm going to skip it. Cool. These people showed up out of nowhere. Yeah, and apologies for the footage in the background of this one, because I didn't know where I was in this game, so now I'm just kind of like walking around. I'm probably not even going to save. I'm just going to be like, oh, screw it, unless I did save during the video. I don't 100% pay attention, but yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this one. I screwed up that outro again. Oh my god, why can I not record today? Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this one, and then leave your comments and thoughts below. There we go. That's how I'm supposed to do my outro, and I haven't been doing it. I did it in one video, and it worked so smoothly, and I'm like, that's beautiful. I need to always do that, and then I just don't. So there's a thing. There's another thing I need to enhance. I need to release an enhanced edition of my intro, and I did it once, and it didn't work out so well, I guess, because I loved it, and then I didn't do it again. I'll get used to it eventually. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you're excited for the enhanced edition of Neverwinter Nights, it's on Steam. You can find it. It will be released on March 27th. So there you go. Bye.